Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Well, I'm super duper, if you like, excited this beautiful Friday morning. And time check, it's 2 minutes gone past 7 a.m. Good morning to you. Good morning. I can't even stress that enough. I think we should be saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending, on the time, zone that you are. Of course, we know that people actually watch us, not just in Nigeria. That's to tell you that we've gone global. You better hurry up so you can meet up, so you won't be left behind. All right, so thank you so much for staying with us. I mean, it's always a pleasure knowing that you are out there, on this dial from dusk to dawn. How do you guys even do this? We really can't thank you enough, but thank you plenty. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Eagles Morning Rise Breakfast Show. All right. I'm sorry, I would just have to, ring the bell often today because it's weekend, baby. Not because I get to rest tomorrow, but that feeling, that comes with Friday. You can't even stress it enough. Happy weekend to the weekenders. I trust that you have, truckload of activities just, to have a swell time this weekend. And please, if you want to go have fun, do it wisely. When I mean wisely, I mean when I say wisely, I mean you have to be very prudent because you know that the days we are in, calls for this level of prudence. Yes, this is not the time you have to go out there to do Dorime. You understand what I mean? So, well, on the Eagles Morning Breakfast Show, or Eagles Morning Rise, if you like, we'll have a lot packed for your listening pleasure. As always, we get to bring you up to speed, with 10 things that you need to know for the day. We also take a look at the pages on newspaper review, if you like, where we, patch on the big news stories for the day. We get to open the studio lines for you to call in and share your thoughts with so much passion, especially as these issues affect you as a citizen. At 8 o'clock, of course, we definitely would bring you up to speed with the latest happenings in the world of sports, and you can trust Vicky Vic, the sports minister, to do justice to that. At 9 a.m., of course, it'll be time for Eagles Outlook. And let me tell you something. Today, we're not going to be discussing politics. We're not going to be talking about the economy. We're not going to be talking about security. We're not going to be talking about health, or we might actually, talk a little bit about education. But today, we're going to be focusing on the girl child. Yes, the girl child. I said that. Because, as a matter of fact, just to give you a heads up, today is actually the International Day of the Girl Child. Yes, this is for every girl child out there. I mean, there are a lot of challenges that the girl child is actually faced with on a daily basis, especially in this part of the world. Is it access to education? Is it, gender-based violence? A host of things. I mean, truckload of issues. But we're going to be discussing all of these issues, the challenges of the Nigerian girl child, and also chart the way forward at 9 o'clock. So I actually urge, the women out there, the mothers, not to leave out the fathers, because you are our parents, right? So you all should be part of that conversation at the 9 o'clock hour. I urge you to lend your voice. Let's make the life of, the Nigerian girl out there better. They shouldn't be on the street hawking when they're supposed to be in school. And the place of the Nigerian girl does not end in the kitchen. So for those of you who are fond of, you're the girl child, so your duty, your role is to be, in fact, no, that's not the reason why she was born. All right? Give me a break. I'm a girl child and I'm proud. Come on, I am not oblivious or unaware of the challenges that the boy child also, is faced with. But hey, it's our day today, so let's make do with it, And all of this, of course, will be accompanied with the very best of music. Well, like I'd always do to start the day with, the crusade, which is to urge you, to charge you, to admonish you to always do the right thing as a citizen. Take 1 minute or two of your time. It's not going to cost you anything. Speak to the fellow Nigerian you see on the street, be it in the public transport, at the airport, market, office, school, anywhere. Just take a minute or two of your time and, tell the person about the essence of love, the essence of unity, the essence of oneness, and the million reasons why we need to stay united united as a people, irrespective of our skin color, irrespective of our tribe, irrespective of our religion and political inclinations. Yes. And again, to those of you that are fond of defecating openly and urinating, please say no to that. Stop that. Let's, keep Nigeria clean. Nobody wants to see your butt, along the road. And you should have a little bit of shame. Come on, especially to the guys. You do that a lot. You just, by the roadside, you just off your bottoms and you're there doing your thing. Come on, there are public toilets out there, but you have to pay a little amount of money, right, to use them. So please, instead of defecating openly, look for the nearest public restroom close by and use it. All right, that applies to you urinating indiscriminately as well. And those of you that are fond of dumping refuse indiscriminately, please, we need Abuja to be clean. We need all the states to be clean. We need Nigeria to be clean. Cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. We can't be too righteous and holy and not be godly. Come on, think about it. All right. To the road users, say no to one-way driving and avoid over speeding. I don't know what, I think the Road Safety Corps, they usually have this, Ember Month campaign for road users. I don't know if it has started, but if it has, Road Safety, if you're listening, the Federal Road Safety Corps, if you are listening, please come on board. Let's, join hands, let's partner and sensitize, motorists and road users on the dangers of night driving and over speeding. I'll leave it there this morning for the crusade. Now, let me quickly bring you... Oh, I haven't even introduced myself. My bad. My name is Omoefe Piso-Semere. You can call me Efe for short. That being said, let's quickly take a look at 10 things that you need to know today, Friday morning. Senator Oluremi Tinubu on Thursday said her husband, President Bola Tinubu, should not be blamed at all for the current economic hardship in Nigeria. Speaking at the Palace of Oni of Ife, Oba Ade Ogunwusi on Thursday, the First Lady said the Tinubu administration is still very young. I think this rockabye, baby, rockabye. I think that's actually the instrumental, right, for this program. Yes, that's it. Well, you've heard it from the First Lady. The Tinubu administration is still very young, so come on, just give him a break. All right. Number 2. The chairman of Isa local government area of Sokoto State, Alhaji Sharifu Kamarawa, has told the Minister of State for Defense, Alhaji Bello Matawale, that some communities in the council are still under control of bandits. He told the minister that the bandits led by Kachala Bello Turji appointed and deposed village heads in those areas. Is the guts for me? Come on. What is really going on? Bandit leader, you appoint and you depose village heads? You're gonna be, in fact, you must be kidding me, honestly. Number 3 thing you need to know for today is the Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has asked President Bola Tinubu to immediately review his policies so as to check the widespread hardship in the country. In a communique after its meeting at the party headquarters in Abuja on Thursday, the BOT expressed concerns over the economic hardship and general sense of misery and despondency. And there you have the wife of the president saying that you should not blame the president for the hardship in the country. So who should we blame? He is the President General of Nigeria. Hey, President General of Nigeria. So what should we blame? Should we blame God or should we blame ourselves? Come on, think about it. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja on Thursday affirmed the judgment of the Federal High Court, which set aside the 800 billion naira budget passed by the Rivers State House of Assembly faction loyal to Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The court ordered Fubara to re-present the budget to the full House. Okay. The national president of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, that is IPMAN, Abubakar Shetima, has urged the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to sell petrol to its marketers at the same rate offered by Dangote Petroleum Refinery. In an interview, Shetima also demanded a refund of the funds owed to the oil marketers, which have been held by NNPC for the past 3 months. Well, business is all about calculation, they say, but in this case, Nigerians are the receiving end. So what is going on? I think we need to, look for a way to have NNPCL, to have Dangote Refinery, have all the petroleum marketers and the relevant stakeholders. Let them come to the table. Let us discuss what are the issues we really need to know. Honestly, maybe a national broadcast would do. Yeah, it should be streamed live. Let Nigerians know, because people are actually asking questions. They need transparency as to what is going on. Moving on, the Defense Headquarters stated on Thursday that it chose not to go after the former Niger Delta militant warlord Mujahid Asari Dokubo to avoid being accused of acting undemocratically. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, made this remark in Abuja while responding to a recent report about Asari Dokubo's alleged threat to shoot down a military helicopter that had reportedly hovered around his residence. A female senior secondary 3 student of Akoko Anglican Grammar School, Arigidi Akoko, in Akoko Northwest local government area of Ondo State, whose name of course was withheld, has been arrested by the State Police Command for allegedly stabbing her male colleague Habib Salau to death. The incident was said to have occurred following the argument that ensued between the door outside the school premises after school hours. A federal high court sitting in Kano on Thursday sentenced the 67-year-old Lebanese Zuhair Al-Akkar to 14 years imprisonment for sexually exploiting 2 teenage girls. You see, these are the issues we're talking about. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, Kano State Command, arraigned Akkar of Gidan Wanka Unity Road, Fage local government area, Kano, with 2 counts of trafficking and sexual exploitation. The number 9 thing you need to know for today is some sport journalists who were traveling to Uyo through Anambra State to cover a football event in Akwa Ibom State have been kidnapped. What is going on? You're on duty and you get kidnapped? According to sources, the journalists who were about 11 in number were traveling in a bus through Iseke around the Ihiala area of Anambra when they were kidnapped. And yesterday was World Mental Health Day. How are these people supposed to cope? Well, the last thing you need to know for today is that Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka has said he has made arrangement for his death, even though he also plans a vacation. At 90, the playwright, novelist and poet discussed everything from his artistic inspirations to his plans in an interview with CNN. Okay, you've made arrangements for your death, even though you plan on embarking on a vacation. I don't know. Writers, poets, their way of thinking is a little bit out of this world. So I'm just going to leave it there, guys. And that's it for 10 things you need to know for today, Friday. Of course, it is the 11th day in the month of October 2024. That being said, let's quickly take a look at the front pages of the national dailies. We'll start off with the Nation newspaper now. On the front page of the Nation newspaper, court, that is the kicker, Fubara must take budget 2024 to Amir Hule-led house. A rider or 2 underneath it. The first one says Court of Appeal dismisses governor's case, and the second one says Rivers head for Supreme Court. All right, you get details on the front page right then. It continues on page 2. Marketers sell petrol at different prices in deregulated market. A rider underneath it says how to make products accessible and affordable. This is coming from the TUC, that's the Trade Union Congress. Details on the front page, and it also continues on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. Every child out of school is danger to society, says Shatima. That's a page 3 read this morning on the Nation newspaper. And then this one here says tap into available opportunities. First Lady advises Nigerians. Right underneath it says road hostels inaugurated at OAU Ile-Ife. And then this one here says 65 illegal refineries destroyed in 1 week. That's on page 3. Bank customers lament disruptions. That's on page 7. And I'll leave it there this morning real quick for the Nation newspaper. The Punch newspaper is up next, and real quick, the front page of the Punch newspaper has this, story written in red and black on a white background for, reasons best known to the Punch newspaper. and of course for obvious reasons, talking about the petrol price hike. Ipman tackles NNPCL, threatens to stop operations. Now this comes with a rider underneath it. Marketers accuse NNPCL of inflating Dangote petrol price, and then Meman continues loading subsidized PMS. That is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Sanwo-Olu inspect ongoing 7-story new Mercy Children Hospital. That's on page 16. And then data voice services fetch. Oh, I'm not gonna read this because we're not here to promote these network providers, right? If you want us to talk about you come on board and let's talk business. Lebanese jailed 14 years for sexually exploiting 2 teenage girls. That's on page 4. Why military hasn't gone after Asari Dokubo Defense Headquarters talking then. That's on page 14 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Nolgay threatens suit over governor's bill to control local government funds. That's on page 2. And then 7 banks pay 392 billion naira tax. This is according to reports. You get details of that on page 25. Fubara heads to Supreme Court as appeal court affirms pro-Wike lawmakers. Details on page 19. And then this one here says Oyedepo's 2 deputies step down next week. All right, details on page 16 of the Punch newspaper. I'll leave it there this morning for the Punch newspaper. And the Guardian newspaper is up next. On the front page of the Guardian, it says war against corruption as the kicker, where anti-graft ego turns a blind eye to sacred cows. Okay. We know, of course, that the EFCC, they have this, eagle's eye, on their logo. It looks like the eagle is no longer seen, or maybe it's just, intentionally turning a blind eye, to sacred cows. But what are the sacred cows, though? You have a cartoon, on the front page of the Guardian newspaper that actually speaks to that, it speaks to that headline concerning the war against corruption and as to whether or not the anti-graft eagle, has turned a blind eye to sacred cows. That's actually the big story, and you find it on pages 4 and 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And this one here says, my husband, my dearly beloved husband, not greedy. He's working, for better future. This is coming from the wife of the president, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and that's on page 3. I hope you get it easy, ma'am. Atiku, CUPP, TUC, others knock Tinubu over handling of fuel subsidy. Details on page 6. And then Shetima, Kalu, Abiodun decry rising population of uneducated kids. Urge action. Details on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper. Don't dare military. Defense headquarters warns Asari Dokubo. That's on page 28. Asari Dokubo, this is a very stern warning to you. Do not dare the military. Reps kick against multiple tax burdens on Nigerians. Details this morning on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper. That's just about the size of the headlines I will be taking from the Guardian newspaper this morning. So grab a copy to get details. The Daily Trust newspaper, a homegrown newspaper, is up next. And it says, Ipman tackles NNPCL over new petrol price. It has 5 riders underneath it. Says oil firm bought product for 899 naira but sells at over 1,000 naira per litre. The second rider says it will come down. Trading arm of National Oil Company talking there. And then the third one says streets deserted as workers, students trek. The fourth rider says Atiku knocks Tinubu, Amechi calls for protest. The last rider says TUC 6 reversal of hike. When you say protest, is that the only way to press some demands? But hey, that's on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And you see, photographs right on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper that actually, further amplifies this particular headline, and it speaks over 1 million words. You see people trekking, you see people just standing on the road, probably waiting for along, as opposed to going to, a registered motor park to board a vehicle. And you also see this one, depicting deserted roads. That's just to tell you the impact this hike in price of fuel, is actually having on Nigerians and even businesses as we speak. Out of school children threat to national security. Chetima talking then. That's on page 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Soldier stabs police inspector to death in Lagos. That's on page 16. NFIU raises concerns over inflow of weapons from Libya. Details on page 5. Well, what exactly is happening to, the borders, the land, all the borders, as a matter of fact, the land, water, air borders, what is going on? A couple of days back, we understand that customs actually purchased an aircraft, right? So we expect them to up their game. Why do we have illicit flow of weapons from Libya? It speaks volumes and it calls for concern. Appeal court upholds pro-weekend lawmakers. Rivers speaker voids budget. Details on page 10 this morning on the Daily Trust newspaper. And then Plateau local government poll turns violent as protesters burn motorcycles. Details on page 30. Borno confirms escape of 6 repentant insurgents. Here we go again. I think the repentant, the word repentant, insurgent, repentant, terrorist, repentant Boko Haram, repentant hoodlums, repentant non-state actors trying to hold the country to ransom. That is somehow, aggravating a number of Nigerians. Why would you even believe that these people will repent, 101% in the first place? But hey, you get details of that on page 7 this morning. And the last one here says, bandits appoint depose village heads in my communities. Sokoto local government chair talking there, and indeed it speaks volumes to think, to think actually that this bandit head named Turji, he appears to be very powerful, but is he more powerful than the security operatives and the security outfits that we have in Nigeria? Is he more powerful than, the president, who's the grand commander? I'll leave it there this morning for the Daily Trust and also the national dailies for today. So you can call in now to share your thoughts with us as to what you make of these headlines. Yes. Well, you can call us on 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal on 090-9705-4450. With regards to the concerns raised yesterday concerning the duration for the voice call, of course, we can assure you that efforts are ongoing to review that. So please bear with us and do well to maintain the 1 minute 30 seconds, time frame for voice notes on the WhatsApp portal. As always, when you call in to share your thoughts, we'll understand that the headlines this morning are really, really very, very touching and somehow could appeal to emotions. But please let's, keep our emotions in check. Avoid the use of vulgar or obscene language. Stay civil and let's have a conversation. Share your thoughts with us without, being abusive. I think that's the point I'm trying to make this morning. I'll take the first call this morning. Hello there. Good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you.
Moses. This is Moses from Suleja.
Moses, good to have you. Please go ahead.
God bless you. The First Lady advised Nigeria not to blame her husband on the fortune of his country. But I think that it's under his watch that all these things are happening. I think that what she needs to tell Nigerians is to bear and pray that God should speak through her husband to let people come out from this mess. Because it was the first announcement, oil subsidy being removed, by not putting in place the measure of what will be of a help to the masses. Then Hitman blamed NNPC over price control. I think that is one of the challenges we are facing in this country. There are some people behind this issue. You made a powerful statement this morning. Let them come to a round table. Look at the suffering of the masses and bring out a price that will help this country entirely. That is what we need. This fuel, look at Libya. Libya, 50-something naira. Fuel, what is the secret behind Libya? So, some people shouldn't use this, the issue of this fuel to make merchandise for themselves while the other Nigerians suffer.
All right.
Last, mass importation of illegal arms from Libya. Look at what is happening in this country. Look at the insecurity we have. And yet, there is still a mass importation of illegal arms. Where are all these arms going to? Who are behind it? That is what Nigerians are hoping for, to get these people on board and bring them to book. If
yes,
we are looking into this country, but I believe one day God will bring a Messiah that will save this country from this mess.
All right.
Thank you, God bless.
Thank you very much, Moses. All right, we share in your optimism. Someday, pretty soon, we will get it right. The numbers to call are still 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. Do well to send us a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal on 090-9705-4450. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mrs.
Good morning.
My name is Abdul calling from Suleja, Niger State.
Abdul, thank you for calling. Please go ahead.
I learned that the NNPC is buying the fuel from Dangote and selling it to the marketer in the high price. So why would the fuel not be high in the filling station? You see, what I'm just saying that I think they should leave the marketers to buy this fuel from Dangote by themselves, not the NNPC buying. I think they're supposed to buy direct from Dangote so that the thing will be cheap in the filling station. Because I believe one thing, if the fuel is high in the market, in the filling station, all the full item in the market will be high. Because these things goes to market through transportation. You see? So please, I'm still begging Mr. President to intervene to the price of this fuel so that we the masses can enjoy. People are suffering.
That's right.
People are suffering in this country. Look at all the full items, the way they rise in the market. I want to contribute on the issue of the referendum book so that I contributed on it. I think what the federal government should do is anybody that come out and say is Boko Haram repentant, they should just put him in prison for life. Let him be there. Because definitely if he's outside, he will still be planning how to go back to commit another crime. So please, I'm begging the federal government, they should do something about this fuel issue. People are suffering. A lot of you cannot even go out with their car. A lot of people are sleeping in their working place. They cannot come home. God bless Igwe FM. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you so much. Indeed, the hike in the price of petrol is, biting hard on Nigerians. So much so that we have less number of cars on the road. The roads are deserted. People are actually now trekking. So imagine trekking a distance before you get to work. That is definitely going to have a toll on your mental health. Let's not even play about that. We'll take this quick break now to pay some bills. When we come back, you can trust that the studio lines will still be open for you to call in to share your thoughts. Do join us again.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Welcome to Feminism Friday, where every Friday is a celebration of gender equality and empowerment. Tune in to Eagles FM 102.3 from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on Friday for inspiring talks on gender roles, women's rights, and inclusivity. Join us for inspiring conversations, insightful discussions, and the best part is that you get to contribute and be part of the program. The show will spotlight the champions of feminism and offering actionable steps for a just and equitable Nigeria. Feminism Lab. Where your voice makes a difference. Take action with us now. The program is a production of Feminism Lab, sponsored by Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, Nigeria.
Looking for a professional event planner in Abuja and its environs, but don't know how to go about it? Eagles FM got you covered. Call us today and let's help you fix that event that will leave you with evergreen memories. Call 081 5791 7278. I take it again, 081 5791 7278. Thank you.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. If you are just joining us, this is Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja, your radio experience you can count on. And just to refresh our minds, that you can visit our website at www.eaglesfm.com. You can download our app on iOS and Play Store. Link with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, now X, and TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja. Yes. What this morning we've taken a look already at the front pages of the Nigerian newspapers, and indeed the headlines making the rounds are very not completely disturbing, but somehow disturbing, especially for the fact that it speaks to the harsh economic reality on ground, and the counter comments coming from some quarters that the president shouldn't be blamed for the hardship on ground, and that his administration is too young. That is one. And now NNPCL and oil marketers, they are now at loggerhead. Controversy surrounding the price of petrol, the price at which NNPCL bought the product from Dangote, and the price at which it is selling to Nigerians at this point in time. You also take a look at the security sector, the inflow of illegal arms from Libya into Nigeria. NFIU has just raised that concern, and so when Sokoto State will have this bandit leader Turji deposing and appointing heads over there, and then you also take a look at a repentant, quote unquote, repentant insurgents, escaping, custody. It leaves us with so much to talk about, with, a lot to take in indeed. So the numbers to call are still 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. You can drop a voice note or a message, to the WhatsApp platform on 090-9705-4450. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. All right. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for calling. What's your name and location?
This is Julius calling from India.
What's your name?
Julius.
All right, Julius. Can you please be more lively? I mean, it's a Friday morning. You sound like you're still in your bedroom.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, please go ahead.
So I want to comment about the wife of our president saying you shouldn't blame the president. Yeah, I agree with her somehow, because it seems the way things are going, it seems there's a conspiracy against the president. I'm just saying, because the way things are going, the price of things are going up, it's as if there's a conspiracy against the president.
So who are those? Who are those cooking up this conspiracy, Julius?
I don't know, but that's how it seems.
Okay.
And the area of repentance, insurgency, and whatever. I spoke about this yesterday. The evening program. I was saying something like that. You can't. Someone who has been involved in killing and depriving so many people of their rights. After you caught that person, you tell me this person is repentant Boko Haram or repentant bandit or whatever. I don't think it should be so. They should go in for it. Anybody caught like that should go in for it.
All right.
There's nothing like repentance there.
All right.
That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Julius, for your line of thought right there. Well, of course, we have a handful of messages and voice notes on the WhatsApp portal already, and I see them. I am very, very aware, aware of this, voice notes and messages. But I'd like to take a little bit, of calls. Then, come onto the WhatsApp portal to take your voice notes and your messages. So keep the messages, coming in. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and location, please?
Yeah, I'm Comrade Anthony from Australia.
I didn't get your name.
Comrade Anthony from Australia.
All right, Comrade, please go ahead.
Yes. When we look at what is happening, one begins to wonder. We have a good security sector. We have a good security intelligence. How can enemy of the state who are causing harm to the progress of this country and the escape?
Comrade, are you still there? All right, Comrade, thank you so much for that. I'm sure you did not wrap up your thoughts. You might want to call back to do that. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you, my sister?
Very well, thank you. What's your name and where are you calling
my brother,
from?
Udwak.
Udwak is very well. He's having a great weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
At this court, I found this.
What is your name and location, sir?
The House of Assembly, the river.
Would you like to tell me your name and where you're calling from?
My name is GB from Lifetime. Sorry.
All right. Please go ahead.
This is a red signal, a red card to Kubala. There is days and number on that seat. If the Supreme Court can confirm and affirm that those 27 lawmakers are authentic members and that the speaker remains there, I'm telling you, within 24 hours he will be impeached. Let me say that, politics is not just a joke. You went to court and you went and withdraw your defense against a case and you want the court to rule in your favor. It shows that the governor is a novice when it comes to politics. I don't know who I said that advisor. Now, High Court affirmed the demand as the speaker. The appeal and affirm it. I'm telling you, Supreme Court will not do otherwise. And by that, it means that all that Bugara has done with 4 lawmakers is working with are null and void. They say the budget is running now, that budget is null and void because it has been passed by the right House of Assembly. The reason is that even though he appealed the judgment, if he doesn't obtain a state of execution within 30 days, they will impeach him unless he presents another budget. So this is working on a tightrope now. And those who are hailing him to tell him that if he really wants to renounce the governor, he should go and settle with UK because this judgment have given a red card and there is date and number on that seat. So his admirer and the pastor should tell him that he missed it in this area. Thank you very much.
All right, GB from Life Camp. It appears you are so passionate or interested in the political, crisis in Rivers State at the moment. And for you, the only way out for Fubara is to make peace with his godfather, the prophet who anointed him, right? All right, thank you. Hello, good morning to you. Please turn down the volume on your radio set, please. All right. Please do what to call back when you do just that. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this Ike calling you from Suleja in Niger State.
Ike. All right, thank you so much.
I want to react in the headline and say that the first lady, that we should not blame her husband for the cause of problem in Nigeria today. Well, we are not blaming her. We're only blaming ourselves for appointing him or voting for him to be our leader. We hand over everything to him. We hand over the power to him. So whom should we blame? He has the power, he has the army, he has the everything. He should carry on and do the work we appoint him.
All right.
So that's my own take. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ike. Hello, good morning to you.
Yes, baby. Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location, please.
Thank you. It's Obasanjo calling you from Amali, Niger State.
OBJ, thank you so much. Please go ahead.
Thank you. My barrister, Uncle Oduak.
He's having a great weekend as we speak. I'm sure he's on a meeting.
Okay. I wish him well, and I wish him safety, and I wish him, he should not be part of the queue when you want to buy fuel in the country.
Amen.
Plenty things they don't talk about, from judiciary down to wife of Mr. President. I don't know. Turji, you see, Turji is killing the masses. The federal government is killing the masses. Turji in the bush killing the masses. Then the federal government killing the people at home.
How is the federal government killing the masses, please?
Okay. How much the liter of oil now? Let me ask that question. My dear, the brouhaha between the NNPC and the oil marketer, is it not frustrating everybody? I want to beg you from Abuja, enter motor to Suleja, then you tell me how much do you spend, then how much do you go back again, then talk about what you want to eat at home. What do you want to eat at home? If Bello Turji will be killing us in the bush, then the federal government cannot allow the student to have the access to school. The community has been so barren, no school. Then the government is killing us in the community, killing us in the city, killing us in the town, killing us at home.
Well, the choice of words, killing is rather too harsh. If you say that the government is not helping the situation on ground, I think that would be understandable. But to say that the government is killing, so we don't, incite the listener out there to call in afterwards to say something that is not, airworthy. We understand that the hardship on ground is biting hard on everyone, myself inclusive. So it's no news what these issues are. But we're just saying that we should tread softly, because this is a media organization. It's a business. We wouldn't want to get the sledgehammer on our head. And of course, it will affect you too, dear family member and listener. So we understand these issues, but let's be a little bit.
My barrister, can you hear me?
I am not a barrister. This is Efe, OBJ.
Okay, Efe, sorry. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Now, if we will call a state where the banditry has been molest people, malnutrition is there, what do you know it will happen? Is it not children die? Is it not people die? What are the effort of the government? This is what we are saying.
All right.
I am equally asking these questions to you. The differences between the bandits and the federal government, late administrations, what are the differences that the peace that Nigerians are looking up to now?
OBJ, I understand the passion. I understand the passion with which you're actually, sharing your thought this morning. But let's leave it here for now. Thank you so much for calling. All right. Hello. Good morning to you. Brighto. Let me ring the bell for you. Why not? Good morning to you, Bright.
Good morning. This is Bright from Airport Road.
All right, please go ahead.
This economy is not touching you.
No, you can't say that.
Your voice is sounding like a Cinderella.
Nah, God, why you do like that?
Only God. Only you. Okay, I like this, God, though.
What if I tell you that I drank Gary before coming to the studios this morning? I'm sure you won't believe me.
Oh, my, I allow you to believe.
Well, that's between me and my God.
But, I want to drink that type of Gary.
Please go ahead, Bright.
Okay. You see, in Nigeria, nothing is stated and nothing is believed. Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of
Are you there, Bright?
Mr. Tinubu.
Yeah.
Is he not the person that told us that they have money? They are coming into government and do everything right. And the husband, Mr. Tinubu, told us that he knows the problem of Nigeria, that is to tackle them headlong. Look at where he is. He has worked so hard that he's now pulling off in Germany or France. I don't know where he went to. And his subjects, we are not citizens again, we are subjects. They are suffering at home. Is this the type of government or the type of people who voted for him? Is the type of confidence they have in him? You see, Nigerians, we are just gravitating. We don't know our stand. The only thing, any person that after talking now will say, let God help us. The people, America, Germany.
Oh dear, Bright, you might want to call back, but I'll just, head on to the WhatsApp portal now to take the voice notes and the messages that we have on there. We have this one here. Let's take a listen. All right. I don't know, but you have to stop calling the WhatsApp, portal number. I think I'll just, put it on flight mode so we can take the voice notes that we have here. All right. All right. Please, and please. How do I deal with this? All right.
Good morning, Maife. This is Daniel from Kurudu. Honestly, I want to ask, what is then the benefit of having Dangote refinery if the price of PMS keep going up? I think this is not a welcome development. When we are importing crude oil, the price is less. Now, good morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Maife. This is Daniel from Kurudu. The price is less. Now there is no more landing cost. Why is the price going up? You see, this issue of PMS is like the more you look, the less you see. The president is a minister of petroleum. He should talk to these marketers. He should talk to Dangote. Let them ease the burden. Well, good morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Daniel from Kurudu. Honestly, the president will say we should give the husband more time. Getting to 2 years now, this present administration policy has not affected the life of any meaningful Nigeria. Yes, the government is trying in terms of some infrastructure, but at this critical moment, what Nigeria needs is economic reform, a good economic plan that will affect the life of ordinary Nigeria. Just like the saying goes, he who's wear the shoe knows where it inch. The president does not live in Maraba. The governor's wife or the minister's family, the elite, are not being affected with this economic problem. So they do not know the pain of an ordinary Nigeria in the streets. So there is hunger and suffering in the land. I just wish someone should inform the wife of the president. Concerning Asari Tokubo, there are other security issues that are ravaging the north. The government should take that serious. When it comes to election, they deploy 40,000 police, 20,000 military. They should deploy those security agencies to where there is trouble. They should leave South and Niger Delta alone. There is peace in Niger Delta. They should leave Asari Tokubo alone. God bless Nigeria.
Daniel, thanks for that voice notes. And we have this one here.
Hello, good morning, Omoife. Good morning, Eagle FM's family. My name is Shaibu from Suleja. I want to contribute on the headline that has a report from local government chairman in Sokoto reporting that bandits have deposed chiefs in his community. Is the military not hearing this news? Is the military not hearing this news? Bandits are deposing people, killing farmers everywhere. And here this morning, we are hearing that they are calling out Asari Dokubo to a duel and warning him not to try the will of the military. Can they fish the bandits out and call them out for a duel too? What is happening in Nigeria? And again, repentant bandits are threatening Nigeria. Why can't they try these people if arrested? We are talking about injustice in Nigeria. There is no consequence for action. That is why we are seeing all that we are seeing. Where one is arrested and tried and beat to book for everybody to see, all these anomalies will stop. Thank you.
Thanks for that voice note.
Good morning, Ife. I greet you this morning. This is Alamin from Apple Legislative Quarters. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. This is to wish my Muslim brothers and sisters a peaceful and blissful Jummah Mubarak, and I pray in Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our prayers and supplications as out of ibadah and grant our dear nation homes, peace and progress. Amen. Shetima, out of school children, a threat to northern Nigeria. I'm surprised that the vice president is just realizing this now. I was governor of Borno State for 80 years. The question I would ask is, what effort did he make, in rallying northern leaders, to address the menace? He's the vice president of Nigeria today. from the north. That's why I've been saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot and will not bring us peace in northern Nigeria until we, the northern, decide to say enough is enough and want peace in our region. There are over 15 million, approximately 15 million Almajiris and out of school children roaming our streets, potential, bandit and Boko Haram members. And until we address this, it is not Bola Ahmed Tinubu that created the mess. It is our political leaders from the north, the governor, the traditional rulers that created it. And it is only us that will solve it, not Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the south. Thank you so much.
All right.
Good morning, Omefe. My name is Salasi, calling from Garki. The president will say they shouldn't blame her husband. Okay, blame Salasi, because Salasi is the president. Salasi is the president of this country that brought APC for past 8 years, and now they are in their 9th year, going to 10 years. They say they shouldn't blame her husband. So blame Salasi for the economic woes that this country has put Nigeria in this country. Now we are talking of bandits, village head in Sokoto. This is what we are going through. Then look at what is happening. The repented bandit in Boko Haram in Maiduguri again. They still recaptured them. Why repented? These people were brought into the Nigerian army. They stole our weapon and our motorbike. I don't know what we did. When we talk, some people will see us as an enemy of this country. Now we are talking of the insecurity in this country. So these are the challenges this country is going through. So until this clear for Wike, I'm telling you, even if Fubara take this case to Supreme Court, it will be in the favor of Wike. You remember the general election? Mahmoud said go to court because he know even if you take the matter to Supreme Court, it will be ruled in their own favor because president is the one that appoint INEC chairman, is the president that appoint Chief Justice of the Federation, is the president that appoint the judiciary. So tell me, even if you go to whatever they can go, it will be ruled in the favor of Wike. Thank you.
Well, that's your opinion, but let's not blow things out of context. If you are aggrieved, you go to court. All right. I'm trying to take this voice note now, but I don't know what is, wrong. I don't know if if it is without audio or. But I'll just, pause this and take the messages that we have because of time. Real quick, this one here says, Alhaji Gafaru Akpake Ijedodo Lagos. Okay, Lagos. Senate President asked Nigerians, to put the nation over monetary. Please, the senators love the citizens of this country compared to their remuneration with other, country legislators. To Nigerian pilgrimage to pay 10 million naira for next year Hajj pilgrimage. President Tinubu should think very well with policy. Devaluation of our currency is killing Nigeria before coming out with any policy. Please think very well. 3.47 kilometers Calabar Coastal Road to be ready by May next year. That would be great if government can fulfill their promise. It will go a long way. For security, please let our soldiers add more to their effort as they are dealing with the Boko Haram and IPOB. May Almighty Allah bless and protect them. 5, the same people condemning Edo State elections are now praising Governor Fubara's Rivers State election, especially. Oh, please, you don't have to mention the names of these media organizations. The last one here says, my husband is not the cause of Nigerian hardship. Mrs. Tinubu, your husband is the one killing innocent Nigerian with his policy. Please ask him to reverse his policy. President Bola Tinubu, Nigerian youths are suffering. Please. Alhaji Gafaro, thanks for that message. And then this one here says, good morning, Efe for short. Thank you, James from Suleja. First thing, I think the First Lady should just focus on selling her Unity Ankara than trying to make excuses for the president, who is solely responsible for the whole of the government, has dug itself into. Can she name just one good policy that the government have, come up with that's in the interest of the average Nigerian on the streets? The truth is the lack of responsibility, accountability, and transparency on the part of the government is an insult on the sensibilities of Nigerians. The grand deception to further pile more misery on Nigerians is part of calculated attempts to further push Nigerians into the wall, seeing how comfortable they have become in being part of the wall. It is laughable that those defending the government claim this is a deregulated market. This shows just how ignorant even those supporting the government are. You cannot deregulate the market and still be the one releasing price templates. People who do not understand or even know the details of the PIA talking about full deregulation. James, thanks for that message. And then this one here says, Samuel from Kuje, good morning to you, my sister Moife. Destroying illegal refineries will not stop the pump price hike. Why can't the government put the illegal refineries in order and make them functional and see if the illegal refineries will continue to operate? The illegal refineries are working because the main refineries are not functioning. Please, the president's wife should allow us to breathe a fresh air. Why is she defending what is so glaring to everyone that the president has lost focus? I beg. she should advise her husband to do the needful and stop defending falsehood. Now that the repentant people have now gone back to where they were coming from, is it not a shameful thing to those who said that some of us don't know what we were saying before now? Have a good Friday, Omoife. Thanks for that message. And then this one says, good morning, Omoife. Concerning the NNPCL and, oil marketers, even if the NNPCL is buying fuel at 500 naira from Dangote, they will not reduce the price of product as they are still involved in importation. Therefore, NNPCL will ensure price of imported products, equate that of locally refined products. Ideally, local products ought to be cheaper in Nigeria, but the NNPCL can't import products and sell at a loss. Not until NNPCL stop importation, price of products will not drop, as the volatile situation orchestrated scarcity and shortage of product has not been addressed. Abbas reporting from Dutse. This one here says that good morning, Lady Omoife. Great weekend awaits you. Thank you. The reported defilement of an innocent underage girl by a Lebanese should be taken seriously. If the accused is found guilty, he should immediately be deported to his home country as a punishment, please. In addition, is it not time for the military to clip Asari Dokubo's wings before it is too late? The man has become a law to himself and a threat to the very corporate existence of Nigeria. He must be in a watch list of security agents to forestall further brainwashing of our jobless youth that can be used to subvert the country. A stitch in time, they say, saves nine. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Our comrade Ulobasi, thanks for that message. And this one here says, good morning, if I support the independent fuel marketers, I'm still trying to understand why NNPCL should be the bulk off-taker of fuel from Dangote refinery for the whole sector. This is unacceptable. It is akin to moving from import monopoly to trading monopoly. NNPCL is a private sector operator, now creating monopoly in the sector. But more importantly, I see this as a scheme to protect the cartel that has kept the sector against the people of Nigeria and the citizens. Until it removes its distortions of fingers from purchasing fuel on behalf of other players, we cannot claim any deregulation has happened in the sector. Innocent Suleja, let's just leave it there because of time. And then this one, good morning. The government is increasing fuel price incessantly because Nigerians are docile. Despite the increase, Nigerians are seen daily in long queues, which means they can afford any amount fixed by government. While some are calling on toothless NLC, others are calling on God to save them from government. Nigerians are not protesting, rather they are lamenting on radio. Yusuf from Zone 3, I'll just leave your message right there, but thanks for that message. And the last one I'm going to take because of time is, I want to ask, why are you people not calling a spade a spade? That's presenters. Why do I say that? You asked OBJ, how is government killing people? I want to ask you, are people not committing suicide as a result of President Bola Tinubu's anti-people policies? Please answer, Comrade Ohis. Thanks for that observation, but of course, as radio presenters, we are professionals and it is expected that we do the right thing on air. Do not forget that besides being a media house, we have code, and we have rules and regulations, binding our services and our conduct on air. So anything, short of that, would mean a grave implication for this radio station. This is not a charity organization. The much reason why we always urge you and admonish you that if you call in to share your thought, you should stay civil. Thank you very much. And please note that no one is trying to gag your thoughts or your opinions. Well, that's it for the pages this morning. Thank you so much for keeping us company. Vic is already here in the studios to bring you up to speed with the latest happenings in the world of sport. I am Omoife Osemere. I'll be back at 9 o'clock to discuss the International Day of the Girl Child. I would like to state that the views expressed by the callers and yes, of course, the callers were not influenced by Eagles FM. Good morning.